How y'all doing today? My name's Ayin, and today's topic of discussion is going to be solutions through your honesty. Solutions through your honesty. Now, when I think about this, and one of the ways that I came about this topic was, I was thinking about sometimes when problems arise in our lives, and there doesn't seem to be a readily available solution, or we just can't figure out which way is up. And it brought me to thinking about how a lot of the times we do exactly what I state that we shouldn't do is, and a lot of my other videos is, we avoid looking at ourselves. We avoid looking at things that we do. We avoid on the ways that we contribute to things. So with that being said, if there's a problem that's arisen in your life and you can't find a solution, take a look at yourself. Take a look at yourself, an honest look at yourself. That's the key, the honest look at yourself. That's the reason why when people make that saying, well, you know, it's a hard pill to swallow. It's a hard pill to swallow. That's because you have to swallow it. So a lot of the times when you're looking at yourself with things, anybody can look at themselves with things, and you may have an inflated view of yourself, or maybe it's not quite accurate. So that's the reason why you hear me mention in some other videos where I talk about sometimes the way that you interact with others. They give you a reflection of how you come off to them, some of your strengths, some of your weaknesses. You can get some of that if you're paying attention and you're looking at what's going on around you. You can look and see on how people treat you and ways they respond to you in certain scenarios to let you know on how they think about you. Are they giving you that respect? So, like I said, going back to the topic of this video, solutions through your own honesty. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with what may be going on in your life, what you may be going through, and how you can contribute. Another key point to this is the solution that you're looking for, it might not always be what you want. Fact of the matter is, probably more than likely it's not going to be exactly what you want. I know that's what's proven in my past with things. Sometimes we reject things that are right there in our face in regards to things that we need to do because it's not good enough for us. We're not ready to accept it. We're not ready to accept the fact that we may have to do something that we don't want to do. Sometimes we look for a solution on things where we reach into the stars for our solution, but we want to put a little effort out there. Or maybe right now the stars aren't within our grasp. Maybe there's something further down the road. So that's a part of having realistic views. That's the reason why I talk about with the short-term, long-term goals. Talk about having realistic views of things. When you're keeping things in perspective, realistically on what you're able to obtain realistically, an accurate assessment of your strengths and your weaknesses, it grounds everything around you. When you have a grounded view of the people that are in your life, you can start to kind of pretty much know how certain things will play out. It's you having a hand in taking control of the things that's in your control. One of my other videos I mentioned, I was talking about when I was coming out of high school and I was trying to decide on a college to go to. And I was just kind of all frazzled because I didn't know whether I should stay home to the junior college, which that was the most feasible. And if you saw the other video, you saw that was the choice that I ended up going with because it was what was best for me and my family. And it was a small step that was really attainable to me and allowed me to excel in that choice that I had done. It was best for me. But when I think back on it, like when I came up with that example, when I was talking about that in the other video, I kind of thought on why, and I've often reflected back on this. Why was that such a hard choice to make? Why was that such a hard pill to swallow on doing that? And it was because I was wanting things that weren't on the table. Give you an example. some of the colleges that I'd applied for, I gotten accepted to all of the colleges that I had applied for, but the money wasn't necessarily available there. I had scholarships available to me and what have you, but things weren't in place the way that I needed them to be, so I could operate comfortably. So since I'm kind of looking forward to kind of going off, on my own and, doing college in another city and just kind of, seeing everything that had to experience, I wanted what I was getting at home with the junior college, but I wanted that was far away. So here it was, I was trying to make a choice of something that wasn't available on the table. And as you know, if you watched that other video, I told you that a friend that had given me some relatively simple advice in regards to listing the positives and the negatives of, all of my choices. And then, the path that I should take would be revealed to me. And like I said in that video, and I'm telling you in this one, I don't remember if I really literally sat down and made, jotted down on paper what my choice should be, because, it sounded corny, and I'm lucky that I even had done it. Or if I had sat there and just really done a mental note. And you do whatever, works up for you. But it kind of lets me know as well how, just because, I thought that was corny or it sounded so simplistic that I wasn't going to even do it. I'm lucky that I even really thought and meditated on like I did, because it could have still been something where I wound up making a choice that wasn't right for me, because I wrote off on how simplistic something appeared. Again, honesty with yourself. It was a suggestion. It was advice. So I had to step out of that comfort zone. I don't know why I thought that it was corny. It wasn't anybody that was looking at me saying, oh, I was jotting down, what he's doing. Look at him, he can't make up his mind. But it's the things, the way that we talk to ourselves, the way that we dismiss things. So anyways, with that choice that I had made, like I said, I did stay home. And that solution was found through my honesty. I had to sit there and assess what was on the table, what was I truly prepared to do, how far I was wanting to go, and doing some of the things that I did. If I went away to college, since all the money wasn't there, was I prepared to be working in a city that I didn't know anything about, didn't have any transportation? Did I really want to do that? Even though I did work while I was at junior college, but the thing was, it was familiar, it was at home, it was things that were in my grasp and that was attainable to me. So I had to look at honesty with myself. That's just one example of it. But anyways, I just want to take time out to bring this to your attention on how sometimes where you're looking for solutions and it looks like, man, I don't know how I'm going to get through this. I don't know what I'm going to do. I just don't know what's going on. Look at yourself. Look at yourself, and the key to it is looking at yourself honestly. Take an honest look at yourself and see what you should do. That's all I'm saying. Solution will be right up under your nose and you don't even know it, because you're trying to go and make some sort of choice that it's a choice that's not even on the table. That's what I'm saying. In some of those scenarios, look at all the options. Don't you want to know all the options that's available to you? You should, because it's you. Who else is going to be looking at all the options available to you but you? That's my take on it. Like I said, recap the video on the topic, solutions through your honesty. Honesty about yourself. Find your solutions. Okay? In the meantime, while you're doing that, check out a book I've written, Kilimanjaro's The Arithmetic of Family Communication. I'll leave a link in the description box, as well as a link to my other social media websites, such as my Facebook business page, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, the whole nine. Okay? In the meantime, stay encouraged, avoid being discouraged, hit the subscribe button so you can get more encouraging videos like this, and I'll see you next time.